Watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Housekeeper Helen Banks is suing divorcee Shane Thompson in the amount of $300. Ms. Banks claims Mr. Thompson wrote her two bad checks and still hasn't compensated her for cleaning up his mess. Mr. Thompson claims he told Ms. Banks not to deposit the checks for a few days, and since she did it anyway, it's her problem.
Miss Banks, you are suing Mr. Thompson for $300?
Yes.
And it's because he gave you two bounce checks?
Yes.
Are these bounce check fees?
No, they're in the amount of the bounce checks.
The bounce checks. Okay, what's your relationship with this defendant?
He is my client. I have a house cleaning service. I also clean as well, and I clean his house.
Okay, how long has she been cleaning your house?
About 3 years.
3 years. How often do you clean his house?
Once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks. And up until the time this incident happened, what was the relationship like?
Well, my wife and her were good friends,
Okay.
and everybody got along for the last 3 years.
Right. So this has to be about more than this $300. I mean, you brought a lawsuit against somebody that's been a good customer for 3 years over $300?
Well, it's not just that. He's also been acting strangely, differently than he did when he was married, and I was cleaning his house at that point. Then when he got divorced, his wife moved out, my friend Diane, then he started acting very creepy.
What was he doing different?
Well, first off, he changed the time. So I cleaned the house at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and he said, "Can you change the time?" I said, "Okay." He wanted me to be there at 8:30, but he said he would be gone. 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And he said, "I'll be gone by 8 o'clock for my job." I said, "Okay, great." So I come over at 8:30. Well, he starts being at the house while I'm there, and he's still getting ready. He's not entirely dressed, ready for work.
What, is he walking around in his underwear or something?
Yeah, or towel, because he's just coming out of the shower.
Right.
I have, actually,
Well, how big
speaking
is your house?
Well, it's about 3,000 square feet.
Right. I have a housekeeper that comes every Thursday at 10, and if I'm in the shower, then she goes to the other side of the house. And then my house isn't 3,000 square feet. She goes to the other side of the house and does something else until I'm out of the shower. Why couldn't you just do that?
No, I do go to other rooms, but he's
Right.
coming out.
So he's
checking on my
following
work.
behind you with
Yes.
a towel on?
Yes.
Well, there's a good reason for that.
What's a good reason?
Well, lately, since my divorce, I guess my wife's not around to really watch things.
Okay.
And what I've noticed are smudges on the mirrors. So after she leaves, I get home and I'm looking at smudges.
Coming up,
Doors unlocked. I'll probably be in the shower when you get here. I'm running a little late too.
And then there's a wink face when he's taking a
Is
shower.
that what that is?
Yes.
Supreme Justice is back with the case of Helen Banks, who is suing Shane Thompson for non-payment of services.
Why don't you, Mr. Businessman, just have a conversation and say, "Listen, I noticed smudges on the mirror the last time you were here. Can you make sure you clean the mirror?" But to follow her around with a towel on your waist?
That might be inappropriate. Not in a towel, Your Honor, but I would definitely check on the work that she was
Well,
doing.
how were you dressed when you were checking on the work?
I was dressed in getting ready to leave for work
Is that not
in my
true?
suit.
Yeah, he wasn't quite fully dressed. There was one time, and specifically with this evidence I have here,
Okay.
about a text message exchange. He said, "I'm going to be..."
Send me, let me see.
Okay. I'll give you both. I'm in the dark blue, he's the light blue.
I'm going to be a couple minutes late. That's you?
That's me.
At 8:45.
Yes.
That's more than a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
That's
there
not
was
a problem.
traffic.
See you soon. You know I look forward to seeing you all week.
Yeah, with a
Just-
smiley face.
Exactly, Your Honor. I know what it looks like, but I was just trying to be nice. We've known each other for 3 years. We've all been great friends, and it might be being taken out of context, I think.
Well, what did you mean about I'm looking forward to seeing you?
I'm looking forward
Just
to seeing you.
wanna
My
see.
house is a mess. Come on.
Doors unlocked. I'll probably be in the shower when you get here. I'm running a little late too. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a wink face when he's taking a shower.
Is that what that is?
Yes. That's what that is.
I might have accidentally did the wing thing.
Right. Okay. So what else happened?
So he's coming up behind me, and I'm cleaning the mirror, and it's a mirror. I can tell the difference when he's watching my work and then when he's watching me. And I said, "Can I help you?" He said, "Just looking over what you're doing." There's a difference, you know, and especially because
So
it's a
how
mirror.
many times did this stuff happen?
It was a couple of times. You know, he wasn't gonna be there. Okay, then he was there.
Right.
Then he was. You know.
Okay,
and
so
it would go
then
back
he
and
wrote you
forth.
2 checks,
Yes, he wrote me 2 checks.
and they bounced.
Yes, well, and he didn't even pay me the first time. I cleaned on the Tuesday.
Right.
He didn't have the money. He said, I'll give you a check next time. So,
You get $150 a day.
Yes.
Well, how come you didn't have the money?
Well, my wife
Did you
and I,
tell me you were a big real estate person?
Big real
I
estate.
assume you were big in real estate.
I'm big in real estate.
But you couldn't pay $150 to your
I could
housekeeper.
pay it, but my wife has the checking account.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns.
Okay, so what did that have to do with your wife? Why didn't you just pull out $150 and give her the cash?
I wanted to keep track of everything.
You could have had her sign a receipt.
I know, I gave her a post-dated check. I gave her 2 checks.
Right.
And I said, please, don't deposit
Okay, but
this.
she did and they bounced, so why are we here? Why didn't you just give her the money?
exactly. I want my $300.
Why didn't you just give her the money?
Because I wanted to keep track of everything. I wanted to keep it in the checkbook.
Well, you ready to keep track today? Because I read
I'm-
the rule.
Huh?
And you'll have a judgment and you'll have track.
Oh.
Okay? Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $300. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $300.
I look forward to getting my $300 from you. This time, in cash. I will no longer be cleaning your house.
I was only checking on you because your job was lacking. And I was never interested in you.